Hello there, and welcome to another exciting episode of Surge Towards You, the podcast that brings you the latest updates on the popular manhwa series. In today's episode, we'll be discussing Chapter 10, and it's full of surprises and heartbreaks. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the hottest and wildest yaoi podcast on the planet. Get ready to fan yourself because things are about to get steamy. That's right, it's time for ZEALED Fujoshi, the show that's all about yaoi manga. I am CeeCee, your host, the ultimate Fujoshi, who's always on the hunt for the hottest and juiciest and most thrilling yaoi manga out there. I've read it all, and I'm not afraid to share my honest and unfiltered thoughts with you. From sweet and romantic love stories to spicy and steamy tales, I got you covered. My reviews are not only informative but also hilarious. So you can expect to laugh your socks off while I spill the tea on your favorite yaoi manga. But before we start, this podcast is explicit. We'll be discussing mature themes, explicit themes, and all things that makes yaoi manga so delicious. So if you're not comfortable with that, it's probably best you tune out now. Let's get one thing clear though. Spoiler alert, I am not afraid to dish out spoilers. So if you haven't read the manga we're talking about, you might want to skip this episode. But if you're brave enough to join us, we promise to make it worth your while. If you're ready to join us on this spicy adventure, grab a cold drink and a cozy blanket and get ready to join me on this wild ride of passion, laughter, and all things yaoi. Welcome to ZEALED Fujoshi. Chapter 10 starts off with Cheongho asking Yirim out on a movie date. And oh my gosh, my fangirl heart can barely contain the excitement. Cheongho even gives Yirim a snowflake macaroon, which is so sweet and thoughtful of him. Yirim is over the moon with this gift from Cheongho, and I can't help but smile at their budding romance. But things take a turn for the worse when Cheongho senses an omega pheromone in the movie theater, which makes him feel sick. Cheongho leaves in a hurry, and it completely ruins their first date. I can't even imagine how heartbroken Yirim must have felt. My heart goes out to him. Cheongho's sudden departure leaves Yirim feeling confused and hurt, and he tries to reach out to Cheongho to understand why he left. But Cheongho is too overwhelmed with his own thoughts and feelings to talk to Yirim, and it breaks my heart to even see them drift apart. Apparently, this is one of the reasons why Cheongho doesn't really go out in public because he's afraid of smelling other Omega's pheromones. As the chapter progresses, we see Cheongho struggling with his own feelings and insecurities. He knows that he has feelings for Yirim, but he's afraid to act on them because of his ambition and the pressure to succeed. Cheongho doesn't want to hurt Yirim or hold him back, so he's torn between his feelings and his responsibilities. Meanwhile, Yirim is left feeling alone and rejected. He tries to distract himself by practicing by skating, but he can't shake off the pain and confusion that he's feeling. Yirim is such a kind and caring person, and it's heartbreaking to see him go through this. As the chapter comes to a close, we're left with a sense of sadness and longing. Cheongho and Yirim are both struggling with their own demons, and it seems like they're drifting further apart. But as fans of this series, we can only hope that they'll find their way back to each other and overcome their obstacles. Attention to all yaoi manga lovers out there. Are you a talented individual with a passion for all things Fujoshi? If so, ZEALED Fujoshi wants you. We're on the hunt for a team member to join our passionate and hilarious crew. If you have a knack for reviewing yaoi manga, a love for all things spicy and steamy, and a desire to share your opinion with the world, then we want to hear from you. Join our team and help us spread the Fujoshi spirit to all corners of the world. Whether you're a writer, editor, or a social media guru, we want your talent and expertise to take ZEALED Fujoshi to the next level. So, if you're ready to embark on this exciting journey with us, reach out to us in the description below and let's make magic happen. Join the ZEALED Fujoshi team today. Let's show the world what the Fujoshi spirit is all about. And that's a wrap. Fellow Fujoshis and Fudanshis, we hope you enjoyed this week's episode of ZEALED Fujoshi, where we dished out all the hottest and juiciest yaoi manga. Remember to follow me on social media where I share even more yaoi goodness and behind the scenes content. And if you're loving the manga I am reviewing, don't forget to support the author, creator by purchasing their work and spreading the word to your fellow Fujoshis and Fudanshi friends. Thanks for tuning in, ZEALED Fujoshi, and we'll catch you on the next episode. Until then, keep the Fujoshi spirit alive.